Is this new menu worth breaking the spell?
Princess of Bay here today. We're in Magic Kingdom. Now, I thought we were coming to see Belle, but apparently our princess is another castle.
No, well, Be Our Guest updated their menu, so here we are.
So there's food to investigate, and as your number one choice of food infotainment, that's just what we do. So remember, she's vegan. I'm not. I can outrun the beast.
It's time to foodie and chill. Enjoy some of this very tiny overcooked bread. This is like literally opposite of what we got last time, which was only 3 weeks ago. Now I did have to ask for the earth balance. Our server actually brought us just regular olive oil. If Bear got butter with herbs de Provence and oil, I feel like that could easily be made vegan. Just throw some earth balance in there. So this is a little confusing to me, but cheers. It's like a really delicious baguette, like a sourdough situation, and then with the earth balance is perfect. I like it much better than just using olive oil. But I wish, like Bear got olive oil, herbs de Provence, and butter. I would have loved to have that with the earth balance. I think that would have been great. But by itself, it's still good. I'll give it a 3 out of 5 breads. It doesn't give as good bread as it gave the last time we came here 3 weeks ago, but I don't know if I would brag about this spread as much as I would brag about the last bread that we had here. It's like, I don't know. I would tell maybe my close circle about this bread, but nobody else.
Oh, here we have one of these signatures here at Be Our Guest, a bagged baguette. What's in the bag? Apparently it's a baguette. Nice, thin baguette. This thing looks like a magic wand. I feel like Harry Potter should be dueling somebody right now. And we're in the wrong part. Maybe Mickey and the wand. Phantasmic vibes. Again, at the wrong part. Either way, go ahead and break off a piece of this bread. The princess tells me often at home that I'm terrible at tearing bread. This will probably be no different. And then we get a little bit of butter topped with a little bit of olive oil and herbs de Provence. A fancy mix of herbs you probably already have in your kitchen, but when you put weird words in front of it, it sounds special. That's where we are. The bread is a bit crispy. Like it feels like maybe it's been sitting on a heat lamp for a little bit too long. The outside nice and crisp, maybe a little bit too crisp. Inside nice, moist and fluffy. So it feels like it was well cooked, then sat for a little bit. The butter with the herbs de Provence, great. It's very herby. So light dips in the butter. Don't go nuts, or you're gonna be feeling like you licked somebody's spice cabinet. Not my spice cabinet, because there's a lot more spice in it than that, but somebody else's spice cabinet. I would give it 3 out of 5 claws. It's decent bread in a bag.
The beautiful, returning, redesigned potato leek soup. I really love the corn bisque, and I'm glad that we came here at the tail end of that. But I loved the potato leek soup as well, and it didn't have these cute little chips in it, so I'm really excited to see what this tastes like. Let's see if it's as good as I remember, or different. Yeah, that is tasty. I think it's just a slight step above what they had before with the potato leek soup. I do not think it's better than that corn bisque though. The little pieces of sweet corn in there were like, I think better than these little chip thingies, but I did get extra bread so I could dip the bread in it. I think the bread will help it, but with the chip thingies, I don't know. I will give it a 3 out of 5 soups. It's really delicious, but I don't know if it's better than the corn bisque.
I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna Be Our Guest. I'm feeling slightly misled. It's not the beast's fault, but we came here under the illusion of a new menu, and while there are some things on here that are new-ish, it's more reimagined than new. There's some old favorites that returned to the menu, sort of with some updated sides, maybe a little bit different sauces, but like the potato leek soup is not new. The things in it are new, but they've had potato leek soup here before. Go ahead and eat my soup the way the princess has trained me. You scoop, tilt the bowl, scoop away from yourself. Away. Definitely Play-Doh soup. Still nice and thick. I won't go so far as to say creamy, but thick. The potato is nice and hearty, seasoned. The leek is a little strong. Just teensy bit. If there was a line, it's like 3 or 4 toes over the line as far as strong as the leek, but it's still a really good soup. The chips in it, the potato chips basically add a little bit of texture. It hits. It's nice. I give it 3.75 out of 5. And when I say the menu is reimagined, that includes some of the appetizers. This is a mixed green salad. I have had this salad here before. That's not a complaint. I do love salad. But this has some goat cheese in it. That's a whipped goat cheese. I know looking at it, it's not on here, but you have the greens. Apparently the goat cheese is somewhere near the bottom. And I do see it, the very bottom. It's like a schmear on the bottom of the plate, and they put all the lettuce and everything else on top of it. A light schmear. But this is, you know, one of Magic Kingdom's premier fine dining restaurants. I trust that they know what they're doing. Is that trust misplaced? Only time will tell. I'm not gonna lie, it needs more goat cheese. Like,
was there any?
There's a little bit of schmear near the center, but like around the sides here, it is dry as a bone. So it's just a wet lettuce, radish, a little bit of tomato. I get like the slightest hint of the goat cheese, which is different because like there's a lot of greens in this salad. Being a mixed green salad, and it's very earthy. And I think the goat cheese, that sort of funk that it has, would sort of like bring those flavors together. When just like this, it's really just a wet house salad with a little bit of cheese. I don't even really taste any dressing. As far as salads go, I feel like an army of rabbits would be disappointed. I give it 2 out of 5 claws. Not a vibe. I'm gonna take a page of the Princess book and dip into her pocket parm, Salt Bay style, and we're just gonna a little bit of that on top. Maybe that'll help me out here. I don't like wasting good lettuce. Oof. Like a magic spell. But I'm not gonna turn into a frog or Prince or anything really. Maybe I'll be nicer. Probably. Either way. As a child, Mama Bear, my mother, if you haven't seen her on this channel before, raised me to be like, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. However, give people smoke when they deserve it. I'll say this. It's better than Starlight Cafe. It's better than Columbia Harbor House. Probably not better than Friar Nuts. But it's a salad. The rating remains. Oh no, Pecos Bill is taking a step up. If I had to choose between here and Pecos, just made up this salad, yeehaw.
Cheers to another Enchantée Rosé in a room that we actually had requested, because outside of coming here for lunch, when you were able to pick your own table, we've never been able to sit in this room. It's always the Grand Ballroom or the West Wing. So cheers to the Rose Garden. Or Rose Gallery. Just as good as I remember last time, which was like 3 weeks ago. I'm into it. I love it. I will give it a 4.75 out of 5 rose, Beast's Fallen Rose Petals.
Belle, I'm begging you, now that you live in this castle, it may be time to hire a home decorator. The Beast is a boy, and this place looks like a place designed by a boy. You need to let some natural light in here, move some of the tables around for like a little bit of better feng shui. It's just not a vibe. I know he's a beast, you know? It's probably the stuff his parents put in here. It's been passed down like 8 generations. I'm gonna need you to freshen up this castle. Like you freshen up the menu. Crisp, tart, fresh. Feels castle worthy. Give it 3.25 out of 5 claws. Here we have a brand new, we love the word new, a new cocktail here at BR Guest. This is the Handsome Brute. Previously, this was only available during the Mickey's Not So Scary. Halloween automatically. Normally it comes with the black sugar. They're out of the black sugar, so white sugar we have to settle for. It's fine. I don't need the extra sugar anyway. I am hyper enough on my own. But I'm glad that they decided to name a drink after me. I don't know where they got Handsome from, but I'm definitely a brute. Woo! Apparently they feel like Handsome Brutes need to be sweet talk because that is so sweet. Like a 9 out of 10 on the sweetness scale. It's like drinking syrup. It's supposed to be their take on like a fancy margarita, but literally all I taste is syrup. If sugar was fuel, I think I could fly. And that is completely the wrong movie. I would give it 3.5 out of 5 claws.
This is an eggplant mushroom situation that is giving me vibes of Firenze when we did Magical Dining. Like, this looks like a whole steak that I'm excited to just cut into. It's supposed to be like a bolognese situation, which I'm excited about. You can see this cross section in here. If I can cut it in, here you go. Little cross section action. I do want to grab some onion as well, so before I eat this, I want to do a little onion with this puree. I'm excited to just try this all together because this is so different from anything that we've had here at Be Our Guest in a long time. Cheers. So I really love the sauce. The sauce is everything. The onion is great. The puree is great. I love the consistency of the eggplant. It's not too like meaty of a texture, but it's also like not too vegetable. This is an incredible new addition. There are not enough words to say how amazing this dish is, and it's leaps and bounds better than the last couple of dishes we've had here. I will give it a 4.75 out of 5 eggplants. I love it.
It's a very interesting looking dish, given that the last couple times here I was not incredibly impressed with the vegetable log with bread they served as the plant-based option. This is like an eggplant version of like a short rib dish. So you have like the charred eggplant with the mushroom on top of the pureed potato with the sauce all over it. It's got an excellent color to it. The true test will be the flavor of the eggplant and the sort of consistency of said flavors. Let's go ahead and take some of these mushrooms. Princess isn't a huge mushroom anyway. Looks like we got 2 or 3 different kinds of mushroom in here. Dirt rooms, if you will. The way the eggplant completely soaks up that sauce and the char on top, this is like a nice flavor. It is meat-ish and not meaty as far as the texture, which I think is best for this because it gives it a nice soft consistency that it almost falls apart in your mouth without too much chewing. It's got a nice flavor. The sauce definitely sells the entire dish. This is a massive improvement of what they had before. This feels more like fine dining unless like we burnt some toast and put some olive top and olive on top. I would give this a 4.25 out of 5 claws. I think one of the hardest parts about coming to Be Our Guest as often as we do, and to be honest, we don't come here very often. It's just the menu here doesn't change that often. It's finding something that I haven't had before. I haven't had the filet mignon, but I'm not a huge steak person. I have had lamb and some other things. I've had the chicken here. I've had the fish here. So I went with this new dry-aged pork chop. Also not new, it was in the menu before with some reimagined sides. You have a boned-in 12-ounce pork chop on top of some smashed potatoes, a tomato like pepperdew on top with a little bit of like Verte sauce on the side. It's a very interesting presentation, and it's a thicken as far as pork chops go. Let's just go ahead and cut into here and give the people what they want. That's the bone. This is the chop. That's still the bone. This is the chop. Okay, let's turn around the other side, maybe. There we go. There's the actual chop. I think they could have given you a sharper knife. Just saying. But you'll eventually get there. Like Paul Bunyan. John Henry? John Henry. Oh. Ah, there we go. Nice, thick, juicy looking pork chop cook. It's a little fatty on the sides. But let's hope that adds to the flavor. I misspoke. On the tomato pepperdew, it's actually a pepper like a pepperdew, pepper dyed sauce on top. I think it was like a pepper medley. It's a bunch of different peppers in the sauce, sort of cut down. You get like a very peppery taste, not like spicy, but like of the pepper on top of a nice grilled pork chop. It's juicy, it's moist, it is a little fatty, like as I said. And the pepper flavor is a bit strong. The pork chop, while cooked well, isn't selling me on like flavors. We've had a lot of like pork shanks on property. We've had a delicious pork chop at Big Fire at Universal that was delicious, that I was in love with. This is like one of their cousins. That's the one you don't talk about. It's okay. But as far as like dishes go, if not for the pepper, the flavors of the pork chop itself are a bit muted. I don't know that a lot of the meat-eating people on our channel would love this dish. Last time we came here, I had their specialty steak frites, which has been on the menu for more than half the year. I think that might have been it's still available now. We thought that it would leave with the new menu update. It's still here. I think that was probably the better choice, even though I made fun of it for being a deconstructed hamburger. I'm not sold on this. 3.25 out of 5 plus.
I guess I hate my dish. It's really the best one that I've had since they did like quick service lunch and breakfast. Even though this dessert is the same thing every single time we come here, it's always plated differently. And I guess I'm not mad at it, but also like we really need some changes. The other alternative is just like sorbet, and who really wants sorbet, honestly? So I'm gonna take this cake with the rasp and, or maybe not. I don't know if I'm gonna get it all. Oh, maybe? No. Oh, finally on a spoon. Cheers. Everything together is just like a crispy cupcake. If you had each thing individually, it would not be so tasty. Deconstructed, it's like a 2 out of 5 cakes, but everything together, it's a 3 out of 5 cakes. It's not cake enough. Like, we need the beast to turn into the prince in order for this to be good.
The beast literally said, let them have cake. Lemon cake with berries. Honestly, it feels less like cake and more of a moist muffin. But it is a decent dessert. It's not bad. It's just getting old. I mean, 3.75 out of 5 plus. It's time for the dessert trio. This consistently dessert trio. You have the raspberry macaroon with a little bit of jam in it. Because, you know, it'd be jamming. We want to be jamming with you. Probably kind of odd to say. Because I know how most people feel about this dessert trio. A lot of people come here just for the great stuff. But honestly, if I have to choose between the three, I think the macaroon is the best of the three. The great stuff is just really cookies and cream mousse and a tart. There, I said it. The macaroon, 4 out of 5 plus. They say the gray stuff is delicious. If you don't believe that's dishes. But I really just trust my own taste buds, you know? I don't know where these dishes have been. You know, there's that saying amongst people. You can't eat at everybody's house. I don't know what these dishes have been up to. They're magical. Clearly some of them are in love. I don't know what they're doing in the kitchen. So asking them their opinion, well, sus. Go ahead and break into this tart. Sorry, Chip, but I'm going to have to chip you off. Now that I have freed him from his human bonds. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the gray stuff is bad. It's not. It's just not the better of the trio. It's literally just cookies and cream mousse with white chocolate on top. You've had that in different versions, believe it or not, throughout Magic Kingdom. Different treats and whatnot. You've had the gray stuff before. I hope. But even if you haven't, trust me, the macaroon is where it's at. This is still okay though. I give it 3.5 out of 5 plus. Last up in the trio, and I feel like I go in almost the same order every time, is the chocolate truffle bonbon. Chocolatey, truffly, and it's topped in nuts. To like the bonbon, you must really, 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 really like dark chocolate. Because it is like the darkest of chocolate, right? 2 times Weston Snipes dark chocolate. Give that 3 out of 5 plus. I definitely feel like a guest.
I think the new menu is absolutely incredible compared to the old, and even though I miss the corn bisque,
yes,
I think that the entree more than makes up for that.
I think overall it feels a little bit better. My items, I'm kind of missing the point of execution, but it definitely feels like a step up from before.
And we got the book re-signed from the last time that we came here. I love the double pages. I love all the people. Mad shout out to all the amazing cast members that made this magical.
Yes, Be Our Guest continues to evolve its menu, as all restaurants should. I don't know what you guys think. Are you excited for the new menu? Do you like what you've seen here? Will any of the items we got convince you to visit? Let us know in the comments below. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, even more signature dining, as much as my wallet screams, the comments will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, well, maybe Bear will just get lost down the witch's road and never come back.
Down
the road.
Down the witch's road. Put your other one.